to see you. Welcome back. I'm gonna switch the window and we'll get started. Do do do. Hello? Oh no, can you guys hear me now? Nickel, can you hear me now? I don't know what happened, but my microphone got reset. So this whole time I've been talking, and well, I didn't know my mic wasn't working. Oh, well, good morning, good noon, good night, I'm Mezzonysus. I'm gonna repeat that because, sure, why not? Welcome to the stream. Here we have no idea how to use technology. Yeah, I know, it was working on the standby screen, and then suddenly, nothing. Anyway, now that I have unintentionally, without any context or nothing, or even words, it wasn't your volume, I promise, it was mine, now that I have completely and unintentionally spoiled what I was going to draw by showing you instead of telling you, let me redo my spiel and let you guys know that today I'm gonna be doing some fan art. It was labeled mystery fan art because I didn't know what I was gonna do up until quite literally the last minute. But I've decided today that I'm going to do some fan art of a couple of my favorite characters, one of them being this guy here, Neku Sakuraba, from the game The World Ends With You. It recently launched an anime through Funimation. They might have their second episode up now, but I know that they have at least one, and it's really, really good, and it's based off of a really, really, really amazing game. And they also just recently announced a sequel game too. I'm really excited because it's like one of my all-time favorite video games ever. But yeah, I decided to kind of like celebrate in my own way one of my favorite games getting some content after like 1,000,000,001 years of waiting and not knowing if we were ever going to see anything new from it, because it was kind of a really niche game for a while. To celebrate that it's, actually going places, which is really, really, really cool, I decided I was going to draw a little doodle or two of some of my favorite characters. So I'm gonna hop right into that while we're talking and get myself a sketch color and kind of just go for it. I'm gonna start with Neku first, like I said, because he is my boy, my son boy. I love him. And for anybody who hasn't played The World Ends With You, it was originally released on, I think, Nintendo DS, just like straight up the first DS, which was a while ago, and I will admit I have the original version. I know that I think there was a mobile game version too, and now it's on the Switch, which is pretty sick. And I've got both like the original DS version and the Switch version. I haven't actually played the Switch version yet, so I don't know how the gameplay is on it, because I lent it to a friend so they could try the game for the first time. But from what I remember of the DS version, it was pretty unique at the time when it first came out. I'm gonna do a cute little chibi of Neku first, because why not? Because he deserves to be cute. Probably doesn't want to be cute. He's an edgy emo boy, but I love him. But anyway, I think the gameplay was relatively unique at the time because like of the way it used the touchscreen versus the like top screen on the DS, which was pretty cool. And I don't really want to spoil like how the gameplay works because it's kind of like intrinsic to the story. So seriously, go play the game. It's really good. You follow Neku and a couple of other characters who, at some point or another, become his friends. Question mark? Yes! Exclamation point! Question mark! Friends. As he's traversing through a mysterious event called the Reaper's Game in Shibuya. And I won't say any more than that, because again, I don't want to spoil anything because it's a really good game. When I was first introduced to the game, it was by a friend of mine who I unfortunately don't really have a connection with anymore. But they had initially told me that the game was life-changing and that I needed to play it. And that's how I got into it, to be completely honest with you. That's literally it. Like, they told me it was life-changing, and I'm like, okay, I gotta play this game. If it's life-changing and you keep telling me this with those exact words, then it's gotta be something, right? So I looked for it and eventually found it in like a little hideaway GameStop that like was getting ready to close because they didn't get any business in their area, and I picked it up there, and the rest has quite literally been history for me. Uh, it's been my absolute favorite game of all time ever since, because genuinely, like, the story is really interesting, and I love the connections that the characters form with each other over the course of the plot. Um, the 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 twist at the end, I guess, looking back at it now, with the knowledge that I have, you could probably see from a mile away if you weren't a young naive child like I was when I started playing the game for the first time. Um, but I think it was a good twist. I definitely thought it was a good twist at the time. I didn't see it coming, and I was like, "Wait, what? What?" um, but like, I guess life changing is the best way that I can describe it. Cause like, I don't know, the game was a big deal for me. When I first played it, cause like a lot of the game and like a lot of the conversation around the game talks about like connections and like your interactions with people and like how they shape the world around you. And I won't again go into much more detail than that because like I don't want to spoil anything more than what I already have so far. But for a kid who at the time had just moved like out of state, because I used to live in New York, and I moved across the country in one direction, um, and really far away from like all of my friends and everybody that I had never and everything that I had ever known, to like this place that I'd never been before. And for somebody who like me whose like entire life and all of her connections and friends were, you know, not really like a present thing anymore, it was a big deal to have like an outlet to talk about like making those connections, even if it was like just a video game saying, hey, here kid, we hear ya, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm a really emotional person, so I'll admit I'm a big crybaby, and I get worked up at like the slightest like emotional pull in a game or a movie. They get me every time without fail. But like this game just meant something to me at the time, and it still does because of that pull that it had on me as a kid. And it kind of just stuck with me ever since. Um, so like that, and I just like the characters were really fun, and the dialogue was quirky, um, and I liked the gameplay. Um, just every aspect about this game. The soundtrack is a freaking banger. Oh my gosh, I need. I am. Where is my freaking music? There we go. I forgot that I wasn't playing any music. I hope you guys can hear it. Maybe even slightly. But anyway, rambling on about The World Ends With You. I really like this game. And it meant a lot to me as a kid to be able to play it, like, when I did. So it's kind of always stuck out as one of my favorites just because of, like, the kind of message that it's meant to send, or at least how I interpreted the message, and, like, what I was going through as a kid and how it affected me. It just stuck out at me, you know? Hi, welcome to my stream. We're not even a half an hour in, and already I'm getting really emotional about a video game. uh, yeah. Uh, I really liked this game. Um, and it's not even just the game that, like, has sort of, you know, impacted me in that kind of way that, like, it stuck out at me and stayed with me sort of way, you know? Um, like, even just the characters themselves, let's see, how do I word this? Words, where is the English language when I need it? Not present is the answer. Um, my favorite story to tell about this game is actually not an experience having to do with video games at all. It's an experience having to do with cosplay. Um, I've been cosplaying since my freshman year of high school, um, which was several years ago. I don't really feel like aging myself that much here. um, but when I went to my very first big convention was um, it was an interesting experience. I slept in a hotel room with literally 11 people in the room. I slept on the floor in a closet, uh, which was never again, never again. But during that con, where I slept on the floor in the closet, um, I had one of my favorite experiences interacting with another cosplayer. Um, and it was somebody who was cosplaying this guy right here, Neku. I recognized the character in a crowd and got really, really excited. Um, and like went up to ask for their picture, because you know that's what you do when you see a cool cosplay that you like. You ask the cosplayer for their picture. Always ask permission, folks. But they said yes, and after I took their picture, they stopped me and reached into their big old pocket uh, and pulled out. I don't have a picture of it here, but I should definitely get one. They pulled out this game. The combat system, like in the story, relies on pins, like literally the kind that you like stick on uh, stick on your bag or like your jacket and go. And like there's a bunch of different designs, and like each design has like a different brand that goes with it, and has different like types of attacks and stats and stuff. Um, but one of the most important pins in the game is called the player pin. Um, and I'm grabbing a picture right now so I can show you guys what it looks like. There we go. The player pin, which is this guy right here, up here in the top corner, is like the like identifying mark of somebody participating in the Reapers game. So like everybody in the story has one. Everybody who's anybody has one. But anyway, the Neku cosplayer that I stopped to get the picture of pulled one out of their pocket and handed it to me. And like, baby Mezzo, as like a newbie cosplayer, this was only like my second convention and the first really, really big one I had ever gone to. Like that just struck me. Like, I was starstruck that this person would just pull something that like was so cool out of their pocket and just hand it to me. You know? Because like this game didn't have any merch at the time that I knew of, and like the fan base was so niche and small that it was even a surprise just to see the cosplayer. So like my entire weekend was made just seeing this cosplayer. And then they handed me that pin, and that kind of just made all the difference to me, you know. I've had that pin ever since. I don't know if this cosplayer knows that I still have this pin, but random Neku cosplayer, thank you, um, for making tiny me like have such a great experience. I guess. um, it just it was such a like big deal to me at the time. I don't know. It's a silly little thing looking back on it now, but like it's my silly little thing. You know? Uh and Nickel, I'm very delayed because the chat's not loading properly for some reason for me today. But you should abso-freaking-lutely play the game. I would lend it to you, but another one of our friends has it right now, has my version of it right now. So if you ever got to spare monies, go buy the Switch version. Please, highly recommend. 10 out of 10, like billion. This game is so freaking fantastic. It's so good. Yeah, it's already out on the Switch, actually. I own the Switch version, but I lent it to one of our friends. So, I guess if anybody watching the stream didn't know already, Nickel is one of my good buddies. We're friends IRL. Love you, Nickel. Alright, gotta draw his big old pocket here. It's like cargo shorts, right? They look like cargo shorts. Just gonna draw a cute little chibi of my cute boy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit because I'm trying to see the thing around his neck, which I think is his MP3 player. I'm assuming it's his MP3 player because like it kind of looks like if you've ever seen Persona 3, the protagonist who has a couple different names, but like I will stick with the name Minato because I love that name for him. The protagonist has an MP3 player that he wears around his neck that looks pretty similar to what Neku's got around his neck here, so I'm just gonna assume that this is an MP3 player and leave it at that. I need to draw his other hand. I also just realized he only has one wristband. Why did I never notice that? Huh. But yeah, I could go on and 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 on about this game and my experiences that are somewhat adjacently related to it. Though I don't have many more to share. But I could ramble. Oh boy, could I ramble. I just really like this game a lot. And I definitely recommend it to anybody who is looking for a new RPG to play, or who really likes like Kingdom Hearts or the Square Enix games in general. This one is a Square Enix game. I will admit that much. I'm a sucker for their RPGs. Always have been, always will be. Live by the Final Fantasy, die by the Kingdom Hearts. Or the other way around, I guess. I don't know. But The World Ends With You is an amazing title to pick up. Square Enix, this is free advertising. Please let me stream your games. Joking aside, though, seriously, like, it's such a good game. Or at least I think it's a great game. So I'm gonna keep saying it's a good game. pockets. Oh, his pockets. Okay. Do a little bit of that kind of action. Okay. We gotta draw his other hand finally. And maybe his other headphone while I have it. But yeah, this is a really good game and one of my favorites, and I'm excited to see the sequel and the anime. Oh my gosh, I watched the first episode of the anime like the day it came out. I was so freaking hype. I thought it was really good. I think I don't remember what animation studio is working on it. I think, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this. I very much could be wrong. But I think Square Enix themselves has like an in-house animation team that's working on it. And the full series isn't out yet. It's just the first episode right now, and maybe the second, because I don't know what days they're airing it right now. But I know the first episode is up on Funimation. You don't need a premium account to watch it, which is really cool, because I thought you might, because, you know, it's new. So I was worried it would be behind the premium paywall, but it's not. It's not. So please go watch it. It looks, oh my gosh, the art style, it has to be, like, they have to have, like, really consulted with Square on this if it's not an in-house team that did it, because the animation style looks so much like a, like, HD remaster of the video game. It's so nice. It looks like the video game and gave me such a big sense of nostalgia. And, like, the songs that have been featured, whether they're remixes of old songs or brand new songs for the series, are so good. Have I mentioned I love the soundtrack to this game too? Among the many things I like about this game. Wow, I cannot focus on drawing his hand. Okay, that's how I want to do it. That's not how I want to do it, actually. Hold on. Alright, phones, let's fix your hand. But yeah, the soundtrack is really good too. I'm thinking at some point or another I might do a cover or two from the Tweewee soundtrack. Just because I really like their songs. I'm trying to think of what my favorite might be. Add a little fire here, because one of the main pins that he uses is a fire one, which is cool. At least in the anime so far. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I gotta try his other arm first. Let's see. I think if I had to pick a favorite song from the soundtrack, I probably couldn't. Not one singular one, anyway. Do I want to bend the arm at all? Do I want to... No, I don't. I honestly couldn't really pick one singular favorite song. I could list, like, atop the entire soundtrack. No. I could give you, like, a top 5 of my favorite songs off of the soundtrack for this game. I guess would be the most I could the least I guess I could narrow it down to. Just because I really like the music and I love, like, the vibe, because it fits so nicely with the setting, being in, like, a big city. It's got that, like, It's got that like street vibe, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. um, but if I had to pick, if I absolutely had to pick a favorite, like top five songs off of the soundtrack, would be in no particular order, because I can't decide which one is my top favorite. Um, in no particular order, it would probably be horizontal, please. It'd probably be I love Twister. Um, that song is a really good one. Um, I like Calling is a good song too. Um, I like Oparts, but I could also see how Oparts could get annoying just because of the like pitch of the vocals. Um, Transformation is a really good song too. And was that four or five? Let's see. Twister, Calling, Oparts, Transformation. Um, and then Lullaby for You, which is the end credits song, is also really, really, really good. Mm. Ah, I see. I wonder why my music's not playing very low. Well, it might be because I have the volume set low. How about... Here, can you hear it a little better now, Nickel? Because I do have music playing. I'm just having a hard time with the audio today, guys. Wow, jeez. Alright. Aw. Okay. Well, we will pause. Let me move back up to his cute little face. We'll pause right here on his cute little face. And I will get that. I will get that going. Let's see. Give me just a moment. Let's see. Let's see if I can't get this working. Oh, gotta love. Gotta love. Da, 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 da. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. How about now? Can we hear the audio at all? Because there should be some pretty nice piano playing right now. I don't know why my audio is not working today. This is actually really, really weird. So I'm very sorry about this, guys. Oh, whoops. I don't know what's happening. Wow, and now I'm hearing it twice over. Don't think that's a good thing. Yeah, I can always fix it later. It's all good. Alright. I won't worry about it right now, and I'll get it fixed in time for the next stream. So I do apologize again about that. It's gonna be a quiet little stream today while we do a little bit of doodling. Thank you for being patient with me, guys. Sorry the music isn't working. I'm not sure what happened this time around. I'll get it working next time though. But for now, we're gonna keep drawing our boy. I gotta get his knees and his shoes and his feet. Okay, let's get them leggies drawn. Then I'll probably color this a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much today. I haven't mentioned this yet, but I've been feeling a little under the weather recently. That's why I pushed this back to today. So I'm still kind of recovering from it, but I'm feeling a lot better than I was a couple days ago. So I figured today is an all right day for me to, get on mic for a little bit and chat with you guys, and say hi and do some doodles. All right, now Neku here. Neku is a stick. He's got like really skinny legs and really skinny arms, and I know that's kind of like the style of the game itself, because I mean, look at him, he's a stick. But if I remember correctly, it's also mentioned in the game a couple of times that he's like scrawny or skinny. So he's a stick. It's canon. Like, that's just real. Okay. Please let me move this up a little bit. Thank you. And I'll redefine your elbow a little later, bud. I also just realized that I had 2 layers going on, so I'm going to fix that too. Let's see, what other things can I say about this game without them being super duper spoilers? Let's see. I'm not sure, really. I don't want to give away too much, but I want to talk about it. It's such a hard divide, I think. Because like I said, I wanna share like this whole freaking game with you guys, but I don't want to spoil it if anybody decides that they, have taken up an interest in wanting to play, or like if it's been on your list to play. So I don't wanna like start rambling on about the game and like lessen the experience for anybody who really wants to play it, because it's such a good game, or at least I think it's a good game. Who knows? You might not enjoy it, but I think it's worth a shot. I think the game itself is a great experience to have, I think. Alrighty. Oh. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get these buttons sketched in. They look like buttons to me anyway. I like them. Alrighty. And then the straps between them. At least how I can see them anyway. There's oh boy, what is vision? What is vision? Fun fact for those of you who do not know me IRL, I wear glasses. I'm nearsighted. Very, very, very much nearsighted, actually. So yeah, what is being able to see? Is it something that I eat? Is it edible? Um, because it certainly is not a thing that I can do normally. No, sorry, Bob. Uh, also, what is drawing feet when your computer is lagging? Oh boy, because that is also a thing that I'm doing very, very interestingly today. I like the little glasses emoji, Nickel. That's really cute. Oh man. Yeah, I should make some glasses for Lorelai. I think she'd look cute with glasses. Maybe I'll make an alternate outfit for her with some specs at some point. Um, just gonna plan out the foot here a little bit because we in big sketch mode. Yeah, the emotes are kind of cute. I gotta maybe look into make her powerful. I will at one point. I really should look into doing more with her. Because it would be neat. I want to learn eventually. Aye, what is this? I don't like this. This is very sloppy. Very, very sloppy, Mezzo. Alright. Oh, here, let me fix that a little. That's kind of separate because that's the tongue of his shoe. Nah. Let's see here. Oh, actually, things, little fun facts that I can share about the game. Like I mentioned before, the combat system, and a lot of the game, actually, aside from the combat system, relies on the use of pins. As like a sort of like weapon or like channel through which the characters use their abilities, which is really cool. And there are pins with different designs that do different things, and they're all linked. These pins are all linked to different brands, different fashion brands that appear in the game. Because all your equipment has to do with like the fashion that you equipped on your characters. It unfortunately doesn't change what their outfits look like in the game or in the story. Trust me, I tried. I really, 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 really wanted to put Neku in a Lolita outfit at one point because, yeah. Because one of the pieces of equipment that you can put on your characters is a cute little Lolita dress. Because one of the brands is Lolita Fashion, and I just think it's neat. His bravery score has to be really high for you to put him in that, though. He's not happy about it, so I don't think I'll do that anyway. Each of the fashion brands, which is what I was trying to get to with this really weird tangent, each of the fashion brands that the pins belong to are all themed after animals in the Zodiac. And this includes the one animal that was left out of the Zodiac in Chinese legends, the cat, which I thought was really neat. But that's coming from somebody who was a Fruits Basket fan and was still just getting into the series at the time that she picked up The World Ends With You. So, oh, they included the cat? It's immediately the coolest Zodiac thing ever. Can you tell who my favorite Fruits Basket character was? It was Kiyosoma. It was Kyo. It will always be Kyo. Um, but yeah, I thought the idea of using different fashion brands for like your equipment and like your weapon loadout was a neat way to like translate it in a setting that like doesn't normally really have like fantastical weapons or magic or anything like that, which is like modern day Shibuya. So I don't know. I thought that little detail was cool. Um, all right. Let's zoom out a little bit on this, please. And there we have him. Hooray! A cute little Neku chibi. I need to do something more detailed on here at some point. All right. I'm gonna label this Neku. And actually, well, I'm gonna start another layer, and I'm just gonna do. Thank you. I'm just gonna do some color picking here and get some base color in for him. Yeah, you know what? I think that's not a bad idea at all, Nickel. I think the next time we do an art stream, I'll sketch something in advance for you guys, and like you just said, Nickel, do like an ink and color stream. That would be fun. But for now, I'm just gonna sketch and then do a little bit of like preliminary coloring, I think. And I might go back later outside of stream and like line and clean this up, or if I like it well enough, I'll just post it. Actually, no, I'll keep that there for right now, and I'll do his skin first. Just because that's gonna get done over by a couple of different colors later. But yeah, sketching in advance is actually not a bad idea at all. I just like the sketching process in and of itself, because I think it's fun, which is why I was sharing it with you guys. But I'll try that next time, because that's not a bad idea at all. Maybe we'll get somewhere with something a little bit more detailed next time. If you guys have any recommendations for anything you'd like to see me do fan art of, it doesn't have to be something that you think I'd know. It could be just anything that you think would be fun to draw. By all means, like, send me a DM on social media or on Twitter, or like leave a comment here on the video or in the chat now while we're live, and like let me know, because I am always open to taking ideas and suggestions from you guys for drawing, because I think it'll be really fun. Ooh, not a bad idea. The RPG Maker trio are I'm gonna take a guess as to which characters you're referring to, because there are a lot of cute gals in RPG Maker games. But I'm assuming you mean the protagonists of... I'm gonna guess and say Mad Father Misao in the Witch's House? Or Mad Father Misao and what was it? Yuminiki. That one's one of the other really well-known ones. Or was Ebe one of them? Sorry, there are so many RPG Maker gals. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right ones. Nickel. I have to guess. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll guess. It'll be a mystery fan art within a mystery fan art, I suppose, because it'll even be a mystery to me. Okay. We'll do those ones next. We'll do the mystery RPG trio next stream with like an ink and color. I'll sketch out my guess as to who you mean in advance. I'll I'll sketch out who you mean who I think you mean in advance, and we'll ink and color them live next time I do a drawing stream, which I can't say will be next week Wednesday, because next week Wednesday we are switching back into games, and we're gonna start Misao, and pick up where we left off with Sen's games, the Miscreants Room's games, and explore Misao. That's another game I really enjoy. So I'm gonna have fun. It's been a while since I've played that one too. Not as far off as Mad Father was. I've played Misao a lot more recently. Like, I think it was less than 5 years ago. That's for sure. I think it was less than 2 years ago too. But it's been a time. So I'm not super familiar with the game anymore. And I think it got updated again since the last time I played it. Misao's been updated a couple times. But we'll go in and we'll look for the differences. I know that there are a bajillion and like 5 ways to die in that game. So I'm gonna warn you guys now. I'm gonna warn you guys now before we actually start getting into this game, that it will not be a stream that is safe for kids, because I am going to actively be exploring every possible way that I can find to die in that game. So you're gonna see a lot of dead protagonist as we play through Misao. Just because I remember some of the deaths being like absolutely like ridiculous, and it's like, how could this possibly kill you? Like, how could this possibly lead to that? And I kind of want to share that absurdity with you guys because I think it's great. But we'll talk more about that when we actually get to playing Misao. Oh, me too. I absolutely love that game. I like the character designs. I love the absurdity of it. If you're not there for an absurd time, you're not there for a good time. Is how I feel about it. All right, let's get blue. Neku loves blue. At least I think he loves blue. It is the main color in his outfit. I'm just gonna do a silly little color or two. Oh, you know what? The color on his headphones is like split in half. That's neat. Like down here at the bottom of them anyway. It's like half blue, half black. Actually, before I get really into the blue, let me finish off the face and grab his eye color up here. Thank you. Cute headshot of Neku with that adorable freaking... Look at this smile. Look at this smile and tell me that's not the smile of like a son. He's a son boy. He's my boy. I love him. He's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. I just love him, okay? He's precious. He's a bean. Please play this game. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. uh, I just love him so much. And like, he's not even like my favorite character. That title goes to the next character that I want to draw on stream today. Which as soon as we're done doing this little bit of coloring, I will go and do the same thing that we're doing with him, with them, because yeah. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit again. All right, the blue goes in a stripe kind of down the middle of his shirt, so we're gonna just scribble that in, because why the heck not? Do, 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 do. Oh man, I gotta go check after this stream, or at some point, to see if episode 2 has come out. I will probably scream about it on Twitter if it has. Because I'm very excited for this anime. If you couldn't tell by all of my rambling for the past 45 minutes or so about this game, and about how much I love it. Oh man. I just think it's neat. I just think it's neat. All right, I'm gonna color that in with a different color later anyway. So I'll just go over it for now. And now I cannot see the line. Hooray for being nearsighted. Okay. Alrighty. Shade this in. And there we go. Now it's just a few more spots. He's got some blue on his pockets, on the little design up top. And we'll just go over the yellow part with the button later. And then he's got some blue on the tongue and middle section of his shoes. I think they're sneakers. I'm assuming they're sneakers. Alright, we're just gonna be real messy with this right now, cause we'll clean it up later with the other colors. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. You know, I'm mad at myself, because I said everything is fine, and immediately thought of a completely different game, and a jingle having to do with that game. If anybody's played Persona 4, I thought of the Junes jingle, which goes, has to go, every day's great at your Junes. At least in the English version of the game, that's how it goes. And now I've got the Junes jingle stuck in my head, which is absolutely wonderful. It'll be there all day, and we weren't even talking about Persona. That's another good. And no, don't even, no, those were the worst nights. Those were the worst nights because Nanako was sad, and we don't know, nope, no. I'm gonna forget you said that, and I'm gonna keep coloring Neku. We're gonna do the yellow next. we're gonna no, actually no. We're gonna do the big colors first, and then we're gonna do the little colors. We'll do the gray of his jacket now. It's kind of like a blue-gray. Like, his color palette, with the exception of his hair and, like, the gold details, is very cool. It's, like, very, very cold colors. Oh, yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Blocked. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Completely. And that just made me think of another game. Wow, my brain's all over the place today. Hashtag blocked specifically made me think of another game that maybe I'll play at some point on here if I can find the streaming permissions. Y'all ever heard of Hustle Cat? Nickel, I know you've heard of Hustle Cat, so you don't get to answer that question. But the rest of you, anybody watching this, if you've heard of Hustle Cat, that one's a great game too. All I will say is coffee for your face, cats if you are into cats. What more could you possibly need? Is about all you need to know about this game. It's great. And features cats and magic and silly haikus. And for anybody who this is a thing for, it was one of the very first games that I ever played that featured a protagonist that you could use they them pronouns for. I thought that was really cool. I think that's neat. I think more games should give you the option to like have different pronouns for the protagonist. I thought that was a really cool feature that Hustle Cat did. So to the developers of Hustle Cat, my hat off, my non-existent hat off to you. I'm not wearing a hat, but like kudos, guys. Yeah. I feel like I'm chatting more than I usually do today, which I think is a very good thing. Because you know, you guys aren't here for me to give you the silent treatment and then leave. Oh, I like talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun. And we can just chill and chat about literally anything, and life will be good while we doodle. Let's see. I'm just gonna jump around from topic to topic to topic because why the heck not? So let's see. Oh, you're okay, Nickel. No worries. It's all good. I hope you've been having a good day with work today. And that it's not like, you know, too crazy. I worked today too. I think I've probably mentioned before, but I'll say it again for the umpteen billionth time. I work with insert name of chain coffee shop here. I work for a coffee shop. And actually, fair enough. Yeah. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, even though I work at a coffee shop. I prefer tea. I don't like the taste of coffee. I hate the taste of espresso. I love the smell of coffee beans, though. Coffee smells very warm to me, I guess is the best way that I can describe it. Like, it's a very comfortable smell. But I hate the taste. I cannot stand the taste, but I've been working there long enough to be able to tell, like, to pick up on, like, different flavor notes and, like, the differences between how certain brews taste. which I guess is, considering I'm working there, a good thing. Um, but I'm not a fan of coffee itself. I prefer my drinks super sweet and not coffee. But yeah, oh, um, I keep forgetting it and then thinking of it and then forgetting it and then thinking of it again. But I've got a fun work story for you, actually, now that work has been brought up in even the slightest capacity. Um, so, my coffee shop has a drive-through, right? And I'm usually working the drive-through window. Uh, because I guess I'm okay. I'm pretty okay with talking to customers sometimes, I suppose. Um, but I was on our window today, and we have a separate person that operates like the order box. You know how like you speak to somebody through like a microphone when you get to a drive-through for most places that have one, and then like see somebody at the window. Um, well, my job has two people working the drive-through, one on the window and one on the order box, the mic that you speak to when you place your order. Um, and I wasn't super paying attention to what the guy on the order box was saying to some of our customers today, but I should have been, because while I was helping out another customer, he told the next guy in line, uh, allegedly, that if this guy, he was joking with the customer, and the customer actually bought into it, which I think was the craziest part. He told the customer that he would give him his drink for free if he went up to the window and sang a song of our choosing. And I didn't know what was happening until this guy drove on up to the window and was like, "So what song do you want to hear?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Because I didn't know what was going on. And he's like, "Your friend at the order box told me that if I sang a song of your choice, I could have my drink for free." And I kind of just laughed because I thought it was really funny, and he was dead freaking serious. Like, he was ready to sit here and like bust out Alicia Keys if I wanted him to sing Alicia Keys, or like Beyonce if I wanted him to sing Beyonce, or heavens forbid I make him look up a Vocaloid song and sing that. Uh, but he was ready to do it. He was ready to do it for his coffee, which I think was really funny. So don't tell on me. But we gave him his drink for free, just because he was willing to do it. He kind of just freaking made our day, to be honest. And he was one of the like last customers we had today too, before our shift ended. So like, yeah, thank you, buddy, for making my freaking day. Here's your coffee. It's on me. It was just the fact that he was just so completely ready to do it. Just, that was all it took, really. That was all it took. It was just a little thing that totally made our day just a little bit nicer, you know? uh, for a second there, he had me seriously considering, like, picking a song for him to sing, though. Just because I thought it would be genuinely funny. Yeah. I've I've had some really good-natured customers come through our store before. Um, my brother's roommate is one of our customers that comes semi regularly. Actually, he comes by pretty often, which is cool. I like saying hi to him when he stops by. Um, I don't know if he remembers this at all, because it's never been brought up. And I always kind of thought that he would be the kind of person who would bring up something like this and never let me live it down, just because of like his silly nature and how I know he acts with my brother and their other roommate. Um, but one of the first times he came by the store, um, I realized it was him pretty quickly, and he didn't recognize me when I answered him in the drive-thru. Um, so I kind of did something a little devious, and I ran with it, and I just I let him place his order like normal, and he told me what drink he wanted, and as soon as he was done going like, can I have a this and that, I said no, you can't. I kind of just left it for a second, and I feel really bad that I did that now. Um, Looking back on it, the look of shock on his face when I just told him no was insane. Uh, but I told him no, and then turned right around almost immediately and told him, yes, you can have that, sorry. um, but in the moment it was really funny because the look on his face was priceless. Um, I've never dared or dreamed to try to do that with anybody else. Um, because if I tried to do that with anybody else, oh boy, the wrath I would incur. It was only because it was my brother's roommate and somebody that I knew personally that, like, I was able to pull that off. I think. I don't think I'd be brave enough to do it otherwise. Um, what other crazy stories can I tell about anything? I don't really have a ton of crazy stories. Um, I do have a few though. Um, I didn't experience this one in particular, but like I got to talk to somebody involved after the fact. Um, but we had this one lady who came in. I can talk about my art process. That is true. Um, Let me tell this coffee story first, though. Sorry, I got on a coffee story, crazy work story tangent. I just kept thinking of stories to tell. We had this one lady come in, who, for some reason or another, I don't really know all the details. Her experience with us ended poorly, and she, on her way out, threw a cup of water that she had ordered at one of my shift supervisors. Um, and the craziest part about it is that she had the nerve to come back 2 hours later and try to order again. And while she was ordering, stopped in the middle of it and was like, I was here earlier. Is so-and-so working here? And when we told her no, she had left for the day, she told us, okay, well, I just wanted to come back and apologize because I threw stuff at her earlier, and we're like, oh no, we need the manager now. That the lady was very politely banned from our store. So she is not allowed to come back to our store. That was crazy though. Like, I just... She threw a whole cup of water on my supervisor. Oh, hey, look, he's done. uh, and then came back. But yeah. But hey, look, we have finished our little Neku with crazy work stories. And I'm gonna do some. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it that way. I'm gonna make a folder. I'm gonna do some editing here in my folders layer really fast. I'm gonna name this the Neku folder. You can't really see a whole lot of it behind me, but I'm gonna add all his references and everything to the folder, and I'm gonna close it, and boop. Oh, the player pin can go too. But yeah, we have finished one of 2 characters that I wanted to doodle today, which, yay! Ta-da! This is our little Neku. I will probably go and, like, post these on Twitter after the stream, just do, like, little screenshots and get them set up, just so you guys can see them somewhere outside of the video, or stream. Video if you're watching the archives. Because, yeah, I need to post more art online anyway. I haven't really posted anything solid in a while. I've just been liking and retweeting stuff. The second character that I would like to doodle today, I need to get a new sketch color for, is another character from The World Ends With You, Shiki Misaki. She is I guess she's like a second protagonist, or like one of the foils for Neku over the course of the game's story. She's my like top tier, no holds barred, hands down favorite character in The World Ends With You. She's my absolute favorite. I love Shiki. She's so cute. She's one of the first characters that Neku meets in the game. And like, she's best girl? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, hey girly! Welcome to the stream! When did you get here? It's good to see ya. Yeah, it's Shiki. We're gonna be doodling Shiki. And if you didn't see Neku, I will show him off again one more time after we're done drawing Shiki near the end of the stream today. I'm just gonna do a little doodle cheeb of her, do some sketching and some light coloring. Yeah, just something quick and simple for today. I see. Hello, hello. It is good to see you again. Always happy to have you here. But anyway, yeah. Shiki is like one of the first characters you encounter over the course of the game, and like she is my absolute favorite character out of the like main cast. Neku is a very close second place, and right behind him is another really cute character, Rhyme, who is, she's baby. Rhyme is baby. Love her. Anyway, Shiki is really cool because she's got great style sense. I love her outfit. It's very cute. But also just like what I like about her is that she's a seamstress and like is like she's really into fashion and like clothing design. And this little guy right down here, this little guy right here, his name is Mr. Mew. Shiki made him herself, and he's real cute. And like her abilities that she uses with the pins in the combat systems all manifest through like fighting with Mr. Mew, which I thought was really cool. All right, but yeah, she's adorable. I really like her character. Um, and just like her chemistry with the protagonist with Neku is very good. Um, they have like a great back and forth throughout the course of the game. It's just it's good. It's good. It's good. They're good kids, both of them. So I love them a lot. All right. Shiki's got very like wild hair, I think. I like her hair, but it's like it's all stuck out in random places underneath her hat. It's great. They are good kids. Yes, girly, you're right. I'll make her chin a little bit narrower. Okay. Saving recovery information. Give it just a second. And do we have control again? We have control. We have regained control. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, Shiki, like I said, is my favorite character, and honestly, with with people starting to get vaccinated and like the pandemic moving way for events to be a little bit safer to go to. I'd like to eventually, maybe like once things calm down a bit and I can like go to cons and cosplay again, because I cosplay. Fun fact. I'd really like to cosplay Shiki at some point, because she's just a character I really love. I think she's neat. Alright. I am gonna have to like draw a neck and shoulders on this for her, because her jacket would be weird to do otherwise. I'm not really liking this. Hold on. I'm gonna borrow from the pose up in one of the references and do her little her little smile right there. Because I think it's really cute. I think the way that she smiles is really cute. I love Shiki. But I will just nope, don't like the way that that arm fell. So fix that over here. I guess my to talk a little bit about my art process, I don't really have like a very specific way that I do things, especially when it comes to sketching. A lot of what I do is like trial and error. Like I'll try something, and if I don't like it, I erase it completely and start from scratch. And do that kind of like over and over again. Um, to be honest, that's just that's kind of just it as far as like sketching goes for me. Um, I don't really have like a particular rhyme or reason to how I go about doing things. I just kind of do it. Um, and like if I'm drawing a character that has references, I'll look up references just to like get a feel for like the flow of the character, I guess is the best way I can describe it. Like how they move, how they pose, that sort of thing. So that I can either like, if they've got like a signature pose, try to imitate that, or like draw them in a pose that like matches them, I guess. Um, but I don't really have any like particular guideline or anything that I follow aside from that. I guess. It's kind of just, whatever I'm feeling at the moment, really. I think I can the best way to describe my art is that it's just kind of chill like that. No, I don't like the curve of that. Let's fix that a little bit. Okay, the stripe is on the inside too. And then let's get the other tie for your jacket drawn in, cheeky. We're just doing some rough sketches today, lads and lasses and in between. Uh, just just gonna do a doodle and then do some nice little base colors and let that be that for today. That's all. For those of you who tuned in a little later, I was discussing with Nickel the potential of doing a sketch in advance for the next drawing stream and just doing some lining and coloring on something a bit more detailed with you guys. So that we have something more detailed and a little bit more substantial. Oh, I need to draw the top of her hat, don't I? Shiki, forgive me in advance. I'm very, 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 very not great at drawing hats. And you've got one that's relatively detailed. You've got your pins all stored on your hat. I think Neku puts his in his pocket, which, like, Neku, come on, you can't lose those, bud. They're kind of important. And she's got some stripes going on over here. I think I put her hat a decent distance away from her at the top of her head. No. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's better. We'll leave that there. But yeah, I don't gotta I don't got a super like specific flow or like way that I do things when it comes to sketching or anything like that. I'm gonna move her mouth down a little bit too. I kind of just go with however I'm feeling in that particular instance, and you know, letting what happens happen. Alright. Got a very blocky, like, cross necklace, so... There we go. For like, cross shapes like that, I like just drawing a rectangle, and then drawing another rectangle over it, and then erasing the insides. That's the easiest way to fill out the shape, I think. Alright. And you've got a crop top, so we're gonna cut that off here. That's like a thick striped crop top. It's very cute. Like, the colors are... I don't really feel like the colors are cohesive, and yet they're not for Shiki's outfit. I don't know. Like, I've always been on the fence about the colors, even though I really love her outfit. And I think it's really cute. I guess mostly I've never been a fan of, like, the green shorts with the pink and the yellow. They are very fun. Her colors are very fun, and, like, they pop really nice, especially next to Neku, who is, like, very blue and gray. She's so much more vibrant and colorful. Yes, they do. They contrast him very well, which... when, I will say when, not if, because I'm going to convince every single one of you to play this game by the time this stream is over. In some way or another, just from my raw, sheer passion of loving The World Ends With You, I'm gonna convince you to play this game. But, when you play this game, like, you'll see that, like, it isn't just, like, in color that she contrasts him. Like, which is why I said when I introduced her that, like, she's like a foil, I think, is the term, for Neku. And a good one at that, just cause of how they play off of each other and how different they are. Yeah, instead of going to people and telling them Stan Luna, I'm over here telling them to Stan Shiki. Stan Shiki. It's just such a good game, guys. Please play it, please. Anyway, but yeah, like, Shiki and Neku contrast each other and, like, bounce off of each other a lot. They're, like, genuinely, like, very much opposite each other, but, like, in the best ways, I think, except for Shiki's green shorts. I wish they had been, like, pink or yellow to match the rest of her outfit, or, like, even white would have been nice. I've never been a huge fan of the green. It's cute, but it's not my favorite color choice for this outfit, I think. I definitely would have liked to see a different color. I feel like would have been more cohesive, but that's just me and my own silly opinion on something that's already been done that I absolutely cannot change. I mean, I have the power to draw them white here if I so chose, but, like, aside from that, like, yeah, I can't really change anything. Okay, that strap is connected. I think there's more pins on here. At least that's what it looks like. Oh no, there's like a zipper. Okay. I need to look at more than just the closest reference to my sketch. It's my nearsightedness coming back in tow. Alright. Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong. It's a skirt. Or is it? Yeah, nope, it's a skirt. The way that it falls. That's a skirt. They're not even shorts. Oh my goodness. I've been calling it the wrong article of clothing this entire time. Shiki would be ashamed of me. Oh well. Yeah, it's like a mini skirt. And you know what's something I noticed? Like Neku, she's got the one wristband on her arm too. Were they doing that to match or something? No, they weren't. But wouldn't it be cute? I think it would be cute. Okay, what am I doing with these legs? Gonna make that a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm gonna make this connect a little bit better. Alright, here we go. And then she's got pretty skinny legs too, but that's just, again, that's just the art style mostly. But I'm gonna pay homage to it just a little bit and keep these guys with sticky legs. Cause why not? Why not? We're just doing something simple. Just keeping with the sticky legs makes it easy. Where did my mouse go? Oh, we're saving recovery data again. That's why. It's disappearing on me and reappearing. Okay. So I'll just draw her shoes here. From that angle I don't really need to do this part. I do need to round it out just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. And now we can draw in her boots. Cause Shiki's got some cute boots. They're like just under her knee by the looks of it. Okay. I guess going back a little bit to talking more about my art process. Like I said before, I don't really have a particular like rhyme or reason or like set method to how I sketch. And like that's pretty consistently true. I guess I'm a little bit more rigid when it comes to like lining and coloring things. Because I stick to like doing things in a specific order, I guess is the best way I can describe it. Alrighty. Oh, I just realized I was drawing her on the reference layer the entire time. Well, hold on. We are gonna do a little real quick, just a little cut and paste. And now you're on a new layer. Yay! What was I saying? Oh yeah. with my lining and my coloring, I'm a bit more. Does her shirt color match her hair color? Yes, it does. That's neat. I'm a bit more consistent with like how I color, or like the order in which I color and line things in. So for like, did my sketch color match her hair color? Yes, it did. Oh boy. For line art, and like, you guys will see this once I actually go and line something on a drawing stream. I typically start with the head and the face, and kind of go down the body from there. Or I'll start from the shoes and work my way up. Or I'll do a combination of two and of the two, and like I'll start from the face and the head, and then do the shoes, and then like beat piece. I was gonna say like bit and piece at the same time, but like piece by piece. I'll like work my way in both directions until I'm like meeting in the middle, and lining everything in the middle that way. So it's usually one of those three. And then when I color, I always start with the skin, and then move on to either the face or hair, and whatever I don't do of those two second, I do third. And then go to like clothes and accessories and anything outside of the character, like the background, if I have a background in the image. I always do my coloring in that order. I don't know why I'm like very specifically always doing it in that order, but I'm always doing it in that order. Oh no, I need lighter pencil. That's the one I'm using. There we go. I thought something was off about her skin tone. Didn't look quite right. Looked a little duller than I wanted it to be. Sometimes color picking right off the reference doesn't work exactly how you anticipated it working. But that's okay. Here we go. Shiki's got a lot more skin visible to color, so I'm gonna be here for a hot second. But yeah, I guess it's like the further I get into doing an image, the more specific I am with how I do it, or like in what order I do things. Because like I said, with sketching, I don't really have a rhyme or reason to much of anything, and then with coloring, I tend to be a lot more specific with what I do first, second, and third, and so on. And then like when shading a piece, like it's the same as coloring. Like I will literally go from like the skin layer and I'll shade the skin, and then I will just move up from there according to how I colored the piece. Usually I've gotten into the habit of coloring and shading things at the same time. So like I'll do the base color for a thing, open up the next layer, and then shade it, or like do some highlights. And then move on to coloring the next part of the image. and like just building it up that way, as opposed to like coloring everything with base colors and then shading everything immediately after. I kind of like do both at once a little bit. I think my favorite part in the process is coloring. Just because, like, adding that bit of life to the characters. Like, you could draw like the most amazing detail, but like adding color brings like a life to it that it didn't have before. That I really like to like see slowly like envelop the canvas, you know. I guess it's the way. Whew, wow, I'm stumbling over my words. Is the way that I can best describe it. I'm gonna rotate this a little because the curve of her hair is giving me trouble. Alrighty, here we go. I gotta be careful here because of her hood. Alright. I could bring that back this way a little bit now. I definitely think that at some point I'll do some more fan art for The World Ends With You, especially since I need to get more detailed looks at and draw the characters for the sequel game, because some of their designs are really freaking good too. The design team for this game was just on it, like constantly. I really love the work that they did on this game. I really love this game. I will keep saying it. I will keep saying it until every last one of you is playing it and enjoying it like me, because it is life-changing. See, I said the magic words that got me into the game, and now they're gonna get you into the game too. The game is life-changing. So go play it. Maybe once I gotta double check Square Enix's streaming permissions, but maybe if I can get permission to stream this one, I can try to see what I can do about either streaming it off of my Switch, which I have to learn how to go about that, and if not, streaming it off of my Switch, looking for like an emulator for the DS version to stream, because this would be an interesting game to play, I think, for a stream. I don't know how well I'll pull it off, because I will admit, as much as I love this game, I'm very bad at it. Like, just in the way that the combat system works, at least for the DS version, I never quite got a handle on how to do it properly, how to play the combat system properly. Um, oh no, wait, I want to keep that locked. Uh, so like, I'm not the greatest at the game. I'm really not. But I think it's really fun. Um, so I can try to see if I can stream it. You know, it'd be nice if I could. So I'll double check that for you guys. So if you guys don't want to play it, which you should, please play this game. Please, it's so worth it. Um, if you don't want to play The World Ends With You, but you should want to, because I'm converting you all. Um, you should, you can at least maybe, hopefully, if I can get permission to do it, could watch me stream it here for you guys. That'll be fun. But one day and one task at a time. For now, we're just gonna focus on finishing this little doodle, and streaming Meow next week. We start that on Wednesday, 4 p.m. EST, same time, same place that we usually stream. I hopefully should be feeling right as rain and ready to spook myself with all of the ridiculous deaths that game has to offer. So we'll definitely do that. And then after Misao, I'm just gonna say it right here and right now. After Misao, I have full intent to play Cat in the Box and play a game that I've never even looked at or touched before now. Because as much as I love going on nostalgia trips with you, I also want to try new things with you guys. So Cat in the Box will be our first foray into trying something new. I have Mezzo has decided. Recovery information's being saved. Right. Shiki's hat is like a brown gray kind of. Just gonna gray that out a little bit more. There we go. I'll color the pins separate colors after I get the hat itself colored. Excuse me. Da, 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 da. Actually, before I continue with that, I'm gonna take a sip of water. And if you guys haven't had any water yet today, this is your conscience telling you that you should drink water. Please do it. Please stay hydrated. Don't be a fool like Mezzo and forget to drink your water. I've had that water sitting in front of me for the past 3 hours as I scrolled through Twitter and did other things and started my stream. Yeah. Make sure you drink some water. Stay hydrated. And if you haven't eaten, get something to eat too. I'm gonna get dinner with my mom after the stream. So I'll be ending after we get Cheeky finished. Unfortunately, I would stay a little bit longer, but like I quite literally just said a moment ago, I have dinner plans today. So I'm gonna be seeing to those after this. Alrighty. Here we go. Now let's get that green color in here. That green that I don't like. But I'm gonna do anyway because Shiki liked it enough to wear it, so it's trendy. dum 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 dum. I was about to sit here and vibe out to music because I still have some playing in my ears. But I forgot that you guys can't hear the music today, which makes me really sad. But I will save this playlist that I pulled up for our next drawing stream so that you guys can hear it. I appreciate your patience, Nickel. Thank you. Oh. Well, if there were words to sing, I would sing away. I was, honestly, I had to stop myself for a second from getting real quiet and just vibing. Because I definitely don't want to do that. Like I said before, I really don't want to give you guys, like, the silent treatment, on stream. But I'll admit, I am not the greatest at talking. So I will stumble over my words and think up of stuff to say as I go, in hopes that eventually I will have this down to a science. Yeah, honestly, sometimes you really do just get into that zone where you're like so focused on a thing that that you kind of just like tune out everything else. I think anybody who like has something that they do like this that's like not necessarily mindless, but like, I don't know, comforting, I guess. I don't know the proper word to describe it, but like anybody. That they just like vibe out. But yeah, no, I want to make sure that that anybody who comes by like has something to listen to, or something to watch, even if it's just for like a moment or two while they're here, you know. Want to make sure that there's something going on for you guys, and that I'm not like leaving you hanging high and dry in the quiet. Okay, I'm picking out button colors. I think maybe a little lighter for that. That one looks kind of like her hair. Let me make it a little... Okay, there we go. And then the last one looks like an orangey yellow to me. And then we'll do a light gray for her necklace. It's almost like the white. Let me darken that up a little bit. Alrighty. And now I just need her eye. Emphasis on eye. I think her eye color is like a reddish brown, like darker than her hair and a bit more brown than her hair. So we're gonna do our best over here with this and like guesstimate the color from here. Because the references I have, unfortunately, are very small for Shiki, so they're not the greatest. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that like the like reddish brown, like definitely darker than her hair, is like the zone that I want to go in for like her eye color. I'm gonna brighten that up just a little bit, actually. There we go. I think that's better. Alright. And with that, let's zoom out a little bit here. And ta-da! Our babby girl is complete. She finished, folks. We got a cute little Shiki. I'm I'm gonna real quick darken the color of her sketch lines so that everything's a little more visible. Actually, I'm gonna make them a little bit more purple, just so everything's a little bit more visible, like line-wise. There we go. Now we can see everything a little bit clearer. And there we go. We got our girl Shiki. Let me make a folder for her and label this the Shiki folder. Yeah. And put all of Shiki's stuff, her lines and her color and her refs in there. And close it up. And there's Shiki. We did it! Hooray! And before we go, let me show off our adorable little Neku one more time. Yeah. Ta-da! I have had a nice, relaxing time with you guys. Just rambling away about anything and doodling my two favorite characters from my absolute favorite video game ever today with you guys. But due to dinner, this is where I'm going to be drawing a close for today. Oh, drawing a close. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream for today. It has been a swell time. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me and for sticking with me through my weird audio issues. I promise I'll have that fixed for next time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to be less awkward about signing out. So good evening, good morning, good noon, good night, whatever time it is for you. I'm Mezzonysus. It was good to see you again. If you haven't already, a like and a subscribe would be really, really nice. Please and thank you. And wherever the little bell is, you can hit that for notifications. I'll try to be a little more active in making sure that I got notifications up on here about when I'll be streaming. It's usually Wednesdays and Fridays. And next week, Wednesday, we'll start playing Miso. But until then, thanks for coming along, and have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.